bear market that we officially entered into yesterday is going to make a lot of millionaires. Now, the difference between a winning and a losing investor is going to be coming down to two different things. One is going to be patience, right? Waiting for the market to give us signals that it's continuing to move higher, and waiting for the market to actually move higher before you pull out of your investments at a loss or at a lower profit. And the second thing is going to be strategy. Entry and exit. You always have to have those two things in mind when you are placing any kind of trade. So welcome back to the TMP Finance channel, where we make long and short-term investing simple. And today I'm going to try and simplify a market analysis for you and try to give you an idea of where the market's going to and how you can take advantage of those moves there. So let's take a quick look at a few tools here. The fear and greed is obviously in the extreme fear. We don't expect that to change very soon. Let's take a look over here at the heat map. We can see that it's pretty mixed. We had a lot of chopping around today, kind of just confirming and settling in the fact that we are in a bear market. And as that's reflected over here, we had this drop of 3 points of 0.35% today. So you can expect to see this retest of the support line, because it is a very strong support. It just makes sense that we retest that, and from there we're going to start flushing and moving back down to the support level that I mentioned over here at 18,300, which we had this all-time high here, and then these touches, right? So right now, I'm taking a look at that move. Whether I am a bear or a bull, I am expecting the price to move down to this level here. Now, the only difference from here, whether you are a bear or a bull, is you're looking for a rejection here, passing through the resistance, or you are looking for a breakdown of this line here, where that's where we're going to start moving down to this August low over here. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Let's take a quick look into how you can maximize your investments when it comes to the NASDAQ over here. I want to quickly take a look at QQQ versus QQU. QQU is a 2 times leveraged ETF of QQQ, meaning that if QQQ moves up 1% in a day, QQU is going to move up 2%, and if the market of NASDAQ moves down 1%, then QQQ will move down 2%. So that's kind of what you can look for. Yes, leverage ETFs are a little bit more risky, and you got to learn how to manage your risk and at what time you are buying into these leveraged ETFs to make sure that you're not losing out on profit and that you aren't just throwing caution to the wind kind of thing. But right now, we are currently 12.5% lower than our all-time high, and we're going to try and compare it to this bear market that we had in 2022. Bear markets are very uncommon, and there's a very unlikely chance that we have a bear market as extreme as 30% pullback that we had just a couple years ago. So if we compare our previous all-time highs to, let's say that we were in this area right now, we were in 2022 and we just had all-time highs, we would have pulled back currently to 12.5%, which would be down here or around over here on the QQQ. So we're around this level right here, and I do expect the market to pull down to 18% at that same support level of 18,300 that we had, which would be around this area over here on QQU. So right here, if you were to buy in at that point, you would suffer a little bit of a loss. We would have to move down a bit lower, about 40% down from here. But again, if you are a trader, it's okay, and patience is key. If you do want to wait for a resistance break, that's also fantastic too. But if you are just holding and waiting, yes, you would have suffered a little bit of a loss. But if you are a patient trader and you wait for that upside to happen, you would have made 98% in the same time that NASDAQ traders would have made 63%. So QQU is a fantastic tool, and if you are waiting for a breakout of a resistance line like this, or you're just looking to average down your account with QQU, that is a fantastic idea of what you can do here. Because just in a couple years, you'd be making 50% more than you would be making with NASDAQ. So I want to take a look at some other stocks that you can take advantage of when it comes to averaging out or waiting for the perfect time to strike with these huge pullbacks we've been having. One stock that I want to look at is going to be Tesla over here. I had somebody ask me what the future Tesla's looking like and if they should buy into Tesla right now. My answer to that is no, we're not buying right now unless you're averaging down, and if you are averaging down, you must have bought at an extremely high price. But right now, I'm looking for one of two different things. One is going to be a break of this resistance line over here, this green line, where we've been falling pretty hard. And let me take a look at how much we've fallen since that all-time high. We've fallen 54% in just a matter of a couple months there. So that's pretty strong. It's an extremely strong bear market that we've had there in Tesla. So I'm waiting for a break of this green support line over here, or green resistance line. And that's when we start to move higher. So about when we reach that, you'll probably be looking at about a $300 price, and that's when we break out of it. That's probably like the soonest time that I could expect the market to break out. And then the worst case scenario is we get a touch of this support line that's been holding us up since 2020, and this support line has been extremely strong, and that support line touch would happen at a price around 160, so high 160s, low 170s. And yes, that is still possible even though we hit $500 over here. If we take a look at the 2020 price action over here, we can see that when we had this first touch of the support line, we were at $27, and when we moved to the new all-time high before we touched this support line again, we moved up a total of 1700%, which is absolutely insane. Now, in the last time that we touched this support line here, we only moved up 247%. So there's definitely a lot more room for us to fall back to. And I think that there is a pretty strong chance that this is a very strong support that you could average out at, or that the market might rebound down to. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I do want to take a look into Shiba as well. The cryptocurrency here, Shiba, and we can see that also, just like Tesla, we've been in a very strong trend, and this downtrend has been pretty clean with this resistance line over here. You are waiting for a break of that line, which is only 17% away, and we are currently at pretty strong support over here on Shiba as well. So you could expect a break of this resistance line, which is only 17% away, and then from there you are looking to meet a previous high that we've had, maybe up here at this peak here, or something around this area over here. And for that to happen, that's an increase of, let's see, from here 44%, or about 30% from when we get that resistance breakout. So those are kind of things that you are looking out, and you are setting alerts to maximize on your profit and not lose out when we're in a bear market. Again, yes, you could be moping about having profits lost already in your holdings, but right now, what a smart investor is going to do is take the time to average down on your investments and try to make the best of this bear market as possible. If you are looking for more guidance when it comes to your trading career, we are currently beating the S&P by 15.5% year to date. While investors in the S&P 500 are down 5%, the TMP Discord community is currently up 10.5%, and you can find the link in the description down below, and you'll get access to all the trade alerts that I take. You'll get access to free one-on-one sessions, monthly hot stop picks for your TFSA and for your non-registered accounts, and so much more too. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope to see you in the next video, and best of luck to all the investors out there in the next coming days. Peace, y'all.